So I formed a union on behalf of everybody who has sat across.
No.
So we will have a few questions for you.
The whole dynamic of this podcast is now, he's putting me under a lot of pressure here. Guys, help. The invader, he's just come in, taken over.
I couldn't tell him that those days it used to cost 25 cents. I could afford only one page. So finally, after a year, when he got into my head, I said, maybe he's right. So I got into marketing and life started there.
Arey Arjun bhai, you're not telling the whole story. He's very smart, yeah.
My life changed when I was taken to a hospital. I sat in a wheelchair for the first time. So this time she asked me randomly, Dad, what is dying? Like, oh, like I explained soul, this, that. I explained like things like where I can listen to you, but you can't hear me out, like Funda. And she said, okay. Next question, are you dying? I said, no. She said, okay. Then she said, if you die, who will dance at my wedding? And that's the time I learned was that this is serious here. Life is not transactional. If Cyrus does something nice for you, you don't have to pay him back. Pass it forward to somebody else. The winner only ran for 2 hours and a few minutes. Dad, you ran nearly 3 times the winner. I'm like, wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cyrus Says time. I want to start, but the producer has not even reached. Oh, he's just come in. Behind the camera, this gentleman in the black shirt. Vishnu. Vishnu, say hello to everybody. And the other gentleman in the black shirt is a lovely young man called Arjun Sen. Difficult to describe him. Entrepreneur, artist, writer, in order of, whatever. It's difficult to say what is the most important here. But he's going to lecture me about all kinds of things. Here are the questions that you want. I have to ask you. If you don't approve, you can start.
No, all good.
Damn it. Your turn.
Okay, done.
No, so you've got a lovely thing to share with us. But before that, right at the beginning, I just want to, because he's fresh off the boat, literally, in the sense that he came off United Airlines.
And Lufthansa.
And ladies and gentlemen, this might hurt you to listen to. So if you don't want to, skip this for 5 minutes. It's very painful, this story. And I had tears in my eyes. So go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So I also have tears in my eyes to talk about that. My luggage and myself, just like in the 1990s Manmohan Desai movie, at Houston airport, we separated. I got the flight to Munich and my luggage went to Charlotte, and it is still in Charlotte. And now my challenge is United Airlines does not fly to Mumbai, and Lufthansa never got the luggage. So between them, they are trying to figure out. But the coolest thing is they have shown me how to take responsibility by sending me to a website. Where is my baggage.com or where is my suitcase.com?
Where is my suitcase.com? And what a brilliant, for us, we were talking offline, how brilliant that is, that there's no responsibility, it's a question mark. There's no guarantee you're getting a suitcase. No. You say, where is my suitcase.com? Let's play this game together. Yeah. Okay, from all across the world. Yeah.
And I'm so calm about it. I have not gone to that site yet. I will find a Shubh Muhurt to get a Nariyal, break it, and go to. You just get one chance to know.
Time of day is very auspicious time, and all you have to choose that. That's
absolutely
fair. He's joking about this, but poor man came here with nothing. I had to give him a t-shirt.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Why
would you take my t-shirt? You'd rather take Nitin or Suresh's, as far as we're concerned. Yeah, so he's smiling now, but let's hope, because lots of appointments in India in his short tour here. Hopefully he'll get his suitcase. There's no suit.
Yeah.
And you've got some public appearances to make and there's no suit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's, so out there, if there's anyone watching, you're a size...
So size 42 jacket would be good. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And waist, if you don't mind?
34.
34. You're a pretty shapely man.
Huh?
Yeah. By Indian standards, that's damn good. You're top of the charts.
Oh, thank you.
Let me look at the ladies in the room. That's great, no? 34, 42. Yeah, fantastic. Abhi and Abhi, buck up. Yeah, they're reverse, 42 down and 34 up. All right, lots to talk about. But you have this yellow thing that you brought. What is that?
Yeah, I just felt that in every show, you ask questions.
Yeah.
So I formed a union on behalf of everybody who has sat across.
No.
So we will have a few questions for you.
Oh, no.
And because you have a blue paper.
This is the producers. I don't even know what's on it.
Yeah, my producer too, which is me, who has taken this thing out. And I have questions for you.
Wow.
Are you ready?
We're going to start with that?
Yeah, let's start there.
What the hell?
Because that way...
Lost the toss, batting goes to Arjun?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm bowling.
You're bowling. Okay, you're bowling. So I'm batting. Difficult conditions.
The first question is very serious.
Yeah.
Okay? when you were 5 years old, you were in a play, Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe 6.
What
Yeah.
were you wearing?
So that was a way, because if you know the play, the fable, the fairy tale, there's the two swindlers at the end, to cut a long story short, they fool the emperor into thinking that they've got this new outfit, which is actually nothing, right? That's the crux of the whole story. So he had to wear, the emperor, a guy called Vayu who was playing it, he had to wear a sort of skin color outfit at the end, which was basically brown, because that's our basic Indian color, right? It just looked like a brown outfit. So I think the whole story collapsed because of that. I was one of the two swindlers.
Oh.
Yeah. So we were punished in the end.
But I was hoping you were the Emperor, so the story would have been better.
No, I don't know. I never get the lead role. You're the lead. I'm the guy. I'm the second.
I didn't even get a role.
No, I'm the beta male who makes the alpha look good. Yeah. It's always the same story. You've hurt me already with that first.
No. Now I'm going
You
to
got
make
the
it
first wicket.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
first of all. So, is there any significance after all these years for you to keep that story on Wikipedia? Is there some...
I have not put. I don't know what's on Wikipedia. I got
No,
it.
that's the first thing about you on Wikipedia.
My actual name is Eknath Sharma. Okay, somebody's created this image and avatar, and they just put things up, and
okay,
they're
so-
playing with somebody's life. Here. Be careful. I think my mom, when I used to do plays in the 80s and 90s, we used to get interviewed here and there. These are one of the early stories. I think my mom, for some reason, somebody came home and she told this story. Because like all Indian moms, she thinks that at least when she was young, she thought it was Laurence Olivier and Dilip Kumar all rolled into one. So she would come out and say, he's very talented. He did a play when he was only 5. It's a very school play, like 3 people watching and 2 people on stage. Everybody's in wrong costumes and wrong lines and falling off, and some kid crying in the background in the middle, and all that happening. Of course, my career continued in that way. It's not like it changed.
No, it has been good.
It was a good start.
Yeah. So the second question, I'll come back a little later. So
Okay.
I just hold back.
Oh, okay. So you're going to...
Second innings.
The whole dynamic of this podcast is now, it's putting me under a lot of pressure here. Guys, help. The invader is just coming, taken over.
I blame it on my jet lag.
Yeah. Well, also on United Airlines. And I would like to come back to the story, because United Airlines has got a fantastic point of view. They don't fly to India. So why should it be their problem? And Lufthansa says they didn't fly from America, so why should it be their problem?
No, they didn't get the luggage.
They didn't get the
directly.
luggage. And America's not their problem. You
totally.
start from Munich. That's where it starts.
And also, the concept is very simple. They explained to me that in a relay race, till the baton is given to you, you cannot drop it.
Correct.
So they never got the baton. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just not joking. I'm not mad.
So one second, let's understand. You are the 4th runner in the relay race.
Yeah.
The first runner did not pass the baton to the second runner.
So it's not your fault.
So neither of them are guilty in the sense that the first runner is not responsible for the 4th runner, and the second runner is saying, I don't have the baton because the first runner didn't give it to me.
Huh?
So Arjun, I feel it's your fault.
I know,
I
totally.
think
And
just
that's the reason
take
I need to go to...
responsibility.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Arjun Sen, where do we start? I think IIT Kharagpur.
Yes.
There's a foundation, because he lives in America, so you don't pay double tax, obviously.
No, Texas has no state tax.
No state tax.
I know.
What a lovely place.
But they get it in different ways.
Yeah. You have to pay for your guns and all that.
Guns.
Straight
Plural.
away. Yeah. No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Only the poor have only one, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's how you tell generations. So let's go back to how it all started for you. IIT Kharagpur, and big U-turn in terms of what you wanted to do.
Yeah, so, I was following those traditional days. Those were the days parents told us doctor, engineer,
Or failure.
And Bengali, they used to have this thing called futu doom. Futu doom means future is doomed in a Bong way. That is called futu doom.
Say it again.
Futu doom.
Foot to doom.
Future doomed in Bong if you...
Photo. What will happen to your photo?
God.
Yeah.
So in that world, I go to IIT to realize engineering is not for me. So I did everything. Like, I may have the lowest grade point ever without a failing a subject. Okay. And that was fun in the sense that I tried debate. Just a minute, like anything I thought I couldn't. Field hockey team, like I did.
So out of your comfort zone.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that was cool.
How was field hockey?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely. Like it
Were
just,
you any good?
I was good. But the coolest thing, I was in dump charades. Like, we had a team and we used to put 6-8 hours a day. Like, I realized if 3 of us put those 6 to 8 hours today, we could have had Facebook, Microsoft, and Google together. Like, we could have done a startup. Like, but I guess we were dumb. That's what dumb charades was. But when I went to US for my MBA, following traditional path,
So he's IIT and now MBA. Unnecessary, really.
unnecessary. Do you know what MBA stands for?
I'm sure you're going to tell me.
No, might be amusing.
Might be amusing.
That's
really.
the only course.
But why do you guys do this triple degrees and all that? It's so irritating because then people like us, when we compare with people like you, it's so unfair. Like you've got these 9 degrees, each one aspirational, impossible for the lack of talented lot.
Yeah, but you didn't need a degree to just do amazing things in life. Like for me, I'm just going to get certified. Look at, I'm going like Arjun ko ek aur certificate de do, please. But there was a professor.
Now we're talking about the MBA or the
MBA,
IIT? Okay.
MBA from Finland.
Which is where?
In Brigham Young in Utah.
Brigham Young in
University in Utah.
The Mormon country.
Mormon country.
Yeah.
So this professor, day one after a paper, tells me, you did amazing. And I'm like, acha, in India, that's the way they get you. Sarcasm. Like professor says, India, like I have got sarcasm. Like I know.
A lot of guests do that on the show also. I don't pick it up sometimes.
Yeah. And I'm like, but he would not give up on me. Like he even told me that, Arjun, everybody else writes 10 to 12 pages. You write one page. I couldn't tell him that those days it used to cost 25 cents. I could afford only one page. So finally, after a year, when he got into my head, I said, maybe he's right. So I got into marketing and life started there. So, but it's the words of amazing professors that changed our life.
And also you remember this guy out of all the other people you must have met in the educational sort of, both in IIT and in Utah.
Yeah, absolutely. It just stands out.
No, so we don't know what really hits you, right? The guy said something in a sarcastic. No, I think sarcastic is a bit mean.
No, it's
I
not.
think
He was not
it's more
sarcastic.
like motivational.
Yeah, motivational. He was never sarcastic. I thought he was sarcastic, so it was my failure. So absolutely.
No, but he did ask the pointed question of why only one page against 12.
Yeah, but he gave me credit too. But I never told him 25 cents versus $5. So.
Brevity, right?
Yeah, totally.
And then you look at the modern world, nobody will want 12 pages because nobody has an attention span anymore.
ChatGPT charges you.
Just look around, they're all asleep. We've gone too long with the show, 10 minutes. I told them, this is far too much. Let's just look at the growth. How do you become the entrepreneur that you became? You got into marketing in a conventional job?
Conventional, then I somehow got into food. And as I was evolving, started at Pizza Hut. Then I was one of the co-founding group members for a restaurant chain called Einstein Bros Bagels.
Nice. Is it only bagels?
Only bagels.
May I ask why the name? I mean, what's the connect?
Yeah. So what we felt was, if you start your day with some smart name, it makes you feel good. So we were negotiating with Einstein's, their corporate team. And Einstein word is protected worldwide to the point where...
What does that mean?
Like if you...
Copyright,
trademark, and they have every...
But it's a common name as well.
Yeah, and that's the part where what I learned was as the negotiation was going on, my grandma in Kolkata told me a lot of stories. She told me that Einstein had a sister called Maji, but never talked about a brother. So I told the lawyers, if we call it Einstein Brothers, they cannot sue us because then we are talking about some other Einstein. Okay? So that's the way the Einstein brother name came. But what goes around comes around. Okay? In our logo, we had 2 bearded Jewish guys.
Oops.
It was still all good till we got sued.
But he doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
So how can they sue you?
No, some other guy sues us. Because they showed us, if you put the logo upside down, it becomes the hoods of KKK. And I thought it's a joke. But what I didn't know was in the...
You're a racist?
I know.
Now you tell me.
I know.
You should have started with that.
But what we learned was...
One second, let me understand. So the 2 bearded guys,
if you flip...
inverse it...
The beards become the cones.
Oh, the triangles.
Triangles.
Okay. And it's white, the background, basically.
Yeah, black with a white background.
Okay.
So then we found the artist. The artist explained to us, it took you this long. Because in the creative world, this is their signature. Like if you watch a movie called Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and watch it in slow motion, in one scene, Lola Rabbit is nude. Like they do this just like between both of us. This becomes
internal pleasure,
internal thing. Like you and I would talk about, hey, I did that in that movie. Right. Like in Sholay, I did that.
Like nobody knows that we aren't wearing shorts. We are just wearing t-shirts.
Oh, we were supposed to?
Yeah. I'm just telling them the truth now. Yeah, that's our internal fun that we're having. Yeah. Look, Mom.
So Einstein happened. Then I went to Papa John's. And Papa John's...
So Einstein, so then you sold your share, is it?
No. So we fixed it.
Okay.
So we changed the hood a little bit, made it a little round, dadi. So we changed. So...
No, but did you still hold the equity or you moved on?
I moved on.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was one of the founding members.
So you're one of these guys who needs to keep doing different things, is it? Or you think that most people would, sit by Einstein Brothers Bagels and
Or you leave before people realize that your bakwas is
was it
getting...
working? Was it working? Or not?
It works good.
Yeah.
It works good.
Is it still there?
It's still there. It's still there.
Then
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't have. Do you still have equity or not?
A little bit, not much.
Arey Arjun bhai, you're not telling the whole story. He's very smart, yeah. This brother is gone. Einstein Brothers is still there.
Still there.
Yeah.
Still
okay.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then you went to
Papa John's.
Papa John's.
And that's the part where career boomed, because we were adding those days one restaurant a day worldwide altogether, and learned a lot. And it's just fascinating.
So food is always been close to your heart.
Till that point.
Yeah.
And like Papa John's, I'll give you a goofy story. The company wanted me to change my logo. And I feel a logo is a logo.
What is the logo?
The logo looked like just like Papa John's written in a very cool font.
Okay.
So I just sat, I thought before I give up, the founders must have thought. So I sat with the founder and his wife, and she starts smiling. And it was like a smile where I know I've got a story. So she explains that early days when they started their first restaurant, every night the husband and wife would finish every wine bottle which was less than half full. And in one of those nights, as they were going through, and she thinks that that's the night their first son was also conceived,
Oops.
they wanted to create a logo. They didn't have the money. So they took a coat hanger, traced it, and put Papa John's inside. I felt that is brilliant. I said that if you have a story that you can make $1 billion brand with a coat hanger, I can polish the logo a little, but I will never give up that logo. Like that was a story of my heart that... And so if you look at the Papa John's logo, any one of you, just look at it, and it is a coat hanger. It is the coat hanger. So to me, I always look at the origin story, because any marketing guy comes and likes to change things. Like tomorrow you hire me, I change your website. Like marketing people are like dogs. Like we mark the territory. Like I came in, like that's like good dogs. Okay?
Yeah. All dogs are good. We're in the middle of a controversy here.
Yeah. So that was Papa John's, and then I quit.
No, but aesthetics anyways, and just go back to that for a second. Aesthetics is the eye of the beholder. So who's to say what is a good logo, what is a catchy logo?
Totally,
I don't know. I think a lot of this is highly overrated kind of conversations that we have in marketing circles, if you don't mind.
Yeah, totally. And what I find is we internally get bored.
Yeah.
Let's say your logo. Okay.
Oh, so you just want to change?
Yeah, like you see your logo.
It's a bit like marriage.
I know your logo you see every day.
Yeah.
I see it once.
Right.
Every maybe 2 months, 1 month.
Yeah.
So you may get fatigued.
That's a very good
I
point.
won't. And that's the challenge, is that you really have to look from an outsider's point of view, sir.
That's why I respect our political parties. The hand is still there. The lotus is still there. Nobody got bored.
Yeah.
We love it.
Love it.
We're thankful for it. We're grateful for it. And it's in our heart.
It's
wherever
hard.
we go.
Whichever one you go.
Also, as a fan of SP, I love the cycle. I mean, it's such a beautiful logo. I mean, because it's everything. It's sports also, it's keep fit and, at the same time,
think
get the
if
message
we-
to the people, power to the people.
If we start a new political party, hand
Don't say
holding a
anything about
lotus.
TMC. You're going back to Kolkata
no,
in
no,
15 minutes. Huh.
A hand holding a lotus. Think. Oh, big idea.
Sir, take me in your hand baggage. Back to Utah.
He made me say that.
Wow.
I did not want to talk about
Wow.
it. I have totally no idea about politics.
Yeah.
It's also
Well, you got your own. Now, you're American more than Indian in that sense. So you got your own things to deal with when you
totally.
go back.
Yeah.
If you have time, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But let's trace the journey again.
yeah.
So after Papa John's and the logo controversy.
So then career boomed,
Yeah.
and then day after 9/11, things changed.
Where were you?
I was in a place called Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Cassius Clay.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. Yeah, I know my American history.
Yeah.
India, not so much. Kidding. Yeah.
But you talked about Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Can we digress for a second?
Yeah, please.
I was at this dinner at Muhammad Ali's some celebration, and if this was this long room, Ali is sitting here.
He was there?
I was in that corner, but I barely made the room.
Like an idiot, I'm looking there.
I know.
Realizing he's setting up a conversation.
And Ali was those days going through his
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. He was in bad shape. Ed Bradley, a reporter from 60 Minutes, was talking to Muhammad Ali and asking him questions after questions about what it felt like. And Ali is like literally down this way. Okay, and I feel bad. All of a sudden, Ali Fatak punches him and holds the hand just before. And he was part of the conversation, and seeing how funny he was.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing, amazing. Even with all the Parkinson's, like this is a man, he defined.
Yeah.
Like, think, none of us care about boxing. Coming from a sports like boxing, anywhere in the world we go, we say Muhammad Ali, people know.
I think they did as he passed away, they did some sort of ranking as the most popular person in the world. Because if you look at 180, 190 countries and different cultures and all that, he was able to penetrate everything. So it's the marketing guy's dream.
Yeah, totally.
How did Muhammad Ali do that? Get everybody.
Totally.
I mean, even people, like you said, not interested in boxing at all, never followed the sport, still know who he is.
Him, Tiger Woods, those are two people. Like most people don't know golf.
But Tiger Woods also, if you're a porn addict, you'll know, because this is the other side to him as well. And a lot of respect. He had time, golf, then girls, golf, then... I mean, who can do that? I mean, fantastic.
Totally.
Yeah. Sorry, we digressed. Muhammad Ali and Tiger Woods. Let's get back. So then you're saying it boomed?
It boomed. But day after 9/11, my daughter and myself, we were sitting there. And that's the day random conversation goes in. And, we are shocked. And I told her, how are we
You get
doing?
racial profiling and all that?
Oh, it was bad.
Because I'm just imagining for average American,
Thursdays.
we all look sort of, from the area.
And, to me, I think being in Louisville, it was a small town. It was still okay, but bigger cities was a problem that time. And my daughter literally tells me, you don't know me. Okay. And, I did not, Cyrus, understand for a second what it, like, I did not have that sensitivity, what it feels like for a daughter to tell you. I told her things like, hey, I know your social security number. I know the first thing you did when you were born, you peed. Like, and that's the part where she gives me 3 questions. Who's my best friend? And I failed all 3 questions.
What are the other 2? Do you remember?
Yeah. Best friend, the most fun thing we do together, and my favorite restaurant. And
All 3?
all 3. Like, last one I thought,
Papa John's?
Papa John's wasn't answer here. Some restaurant where the nanny used to take.
Oh, no.
But the other question was fun thing. This is how stupidly capitalistic corporate I was. In my mind, I put a spreadsheet of all the things I do for her.
Shouldn't laugh.
Dollar values, descending order, number 1. Like, I thought that's what it is. Like, if I gave you 2 gifts, a goofy t-shirt.
You thought she was a client.
I know. A higher value works. And that's the part she tells
How old
you.
was she?
She was 8 years old.
Oh. Huh.
And that night I quit. I quit because, it just felt like, I'll be honest with you, okay? I didn't feel bad about lying. I felt bad about getting caught by my daughter.
True, and you're a marketing guy. How can you not lie?
I know.
You just
I know.
mentioned about how they get bored of the logo and just change it.
I know.
Yeah.
And I felt I wanted to be a dad here. So, and so started my journey.
So
Consulting started
Okay.
and become a consultant. So work from outside. So my daughter is now 31 years old and very proud of her.
But would you be able to answer the questions? Best friend, favorite restaurant?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
probably changed over the years also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now at least I can ask her. So, but at least being present is important.
I think this is a very good. I also have a daughter. It sounds like a totally Indian conversation. Oh, mera beta bhi hai, mera beta. But the same thing. I had the same problem with music. The chauvinism of music, which I didn't understand until this happened. Is because we used to play music in the car and all that. And I'm a big 60s, 70s lover. So all, Beatles, Elvis, Nat King Cole, that kind of music. I'm a bit square. But it's all males. So one day she told me, but Dad, you don't listen to any female singers. I was like, So this is not like there was no, it wasn't purposely done on purpose or something, but you just grew up without knowing that you grew up in a very slightly male environment or chauvinistic environment. And so I didn't. So then I had to start listening to Ariana Grande and these kind of morons, and it was so painful, but that's what you have to do when your daughter dies. I mean, she's got a lovely voice, Ariana Grande. If she sings like, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, I'm fine, but I can't bear modern music,
Yeah, and the thing is, the coolest thing on the other side is our daughters can ask these questions.
Yeah.
Like,
And straight into your heart.
straight into your heart.
Yeah.
And we as dads,
Yeah. No answer.
no answer.
Yeah.
And they're right.
And they can see you lying, I don't know how you handle it, but I talk too much. And then when I talk even more, then you can tell the guy's lying, right? Because there's 100 reasons.
Yeah.
It's like the repo commission or something. I'll find 2,000 things, it's like that. So she could just see through me. She was disappointed. So I was thinking, who do I know? Madonna. But I never liked Madonna singing. I just liked her in Penthouse, when she was, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was a really tough one.
Yeah.
So anyway, now I'm much better. There's a balance. I like male singers, female singers, and a lot of Indian singers who, Just kidding, Arjun. Or take me back with you. All right. So then you quit and you started writing?
Consulting.
Consulting as well as, how did this start?
The book started where it was her 16th birthday.
Yeah, let me just show the book too.
Now, I want to give it to you first, yeah?
But I want you to show the...
I will give it to you, then you can.
all right, sorry.
It's my honor. Music, background music. This is the book is being given to not you, to the cool dad.
All right.
Right here.
Okay. And he's written for my kids, Mikhail and Maya, inside as well. It's very sweet of him. Who don't want to be reminded that I'm their dad in any case. Here it is. Very nice. And before we get into the book, Raising a Father is the title. But take a look. Can you see the illustration? Okay, so this illustration has its own tale.
Yeah.
Which is actually it's a dramatic story.
Dramatic.
But Arjun has this way of making everything a little funny, but it's quite.
No, this one is not funny. It's very sad.
Yeah,
It's
not really. There's justification in the end for the hero to.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Manmohan Desai.
Yeah. So, 10-year-old or 9-year-old Arjun was taken by grandma to an art school. And it's a paid tuition the teacher will do. So teacher wants to place me, so says draw something. So I did the classic thing, triangles, a sun, a river, and then I love sunsets. So I paint the sky red. So the teacher says, you cannot paint the sky red. And my English is really good. I meant cannot means nahi hoga tere se. I said, okay. So next time I took a bigger piece of paper, bigger triangles. And
you thought it was a challenge.
I thought it's a dare. It's a dare.
Yeah.
Like you can do it like dikha de. So this time I put red with my hand and I did the things beautiful. Like it was. And I'm looking at the teacher. He just ignored me. My grandma comes over and the teacher looks and says, there's no art in this boy.
Really?
And think he gave away business to prove a point. But the thing that hit me was, after that I would not draw anything. Years later, this book was done. My brother, Oni, amazing, kind guy. So he looked at, and I wanted him to do the cover design. He's a good artist. So he said, no, Arjun, you will do that. I'm like, nahi yaar. He said, no, we'll work together. And he said, this is your chance to paint the sky red. So that became the whole story for us, that Arjun finally, after 30 attempts, painted the sky red. And it was very precious to me to do this. Now, book comes out. I feel revenge tour. I want to take this copy of this book to that teacher. And I'm ready. I'm even ready with a speech. But before I walk into his place, I just felt, nahi yaar, like, I must have taken it to heart too much. Why should one person's word take art away from me? So I walked in, didn't even talk about anything, but showed him the book. And the teacher didn't even remember, no, read and everything. He said, wow, beautiful cover, this, that. And I just had pity on everything.
But he watches the podcast?
I think he may be. Podcast wahan tak nahi.
Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, he must be. He was like very old that time itself. So
1 second, let's discuss this for a second, which is you demotivate children is a bit of a crime for me.
Absolutely.
You know, he could have, first it's an art class, so there's no rules really.
Totally.
You should allow your imagination to, that's what we do on this podcast. That's why we let the guests say anything, if you don't mind.
yeah, and also I think everywhere, like for example, if I work for you, I know when you're joking, but if you seriously in front of everybody, you said, Arjun, you cannot sit in a chair.
Yeah.
Let me, your words matter, yeah.
Also tender age. Where, it leaves a mark.
Yeah, totally.
As you said, you remember this story after all the things that are happening in your life, right? Like a Hindi film,
and after
redemption
book.
story.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But on the other hand, if you're a teacher or if you're someone who's inspiring someone, I think just try not to cut their wings,
totally.
Before they're...
Just encourage them. Like your job is to take...
What's wrong with the red sunset? And it's your painting.
I know.
You can't tell. I can't tell you how to paint the sunset. There's no rule for sunset. And if you live in India, sunsets can be any color thanks to the fog, the smog, the air, the construction. Just your aunt Sushila, who's really fat. I mean, there are all kinds of reasons for why a sunset looks different.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, having said that, keeping the guests at ease, we shall move on. So this happened at 16, but you wrote this. You've written this for her, for your daughter.
For her. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the name of the book initially was Raising a Daughter.
Right.
And you have being a dad, you know we
This
don't
is
raise
spot
them.
on. Yeah.
They raise
Yeah,
us.
yeah, absolutely.
And that's the part where I right away changed the title by saying at least let's be truthful on the cover.
Yeah.
So the book is truthful and that was there.
I think we begin trying to be heroes to our daughters, and then towards the end, we just want to make sure that they don't spit on us. The whole thing is very different. The
it's
descent.
there, but
Then you
change.
said now at an older age, she's really nice, and the
She
relationship.
appreciates, because I think, as they go through teenage, like with my daughter, it was like earlier I could drop her at school. Then I had to drop her outside the mall. Then I had to drop her half a block from the mall.
Oh, I had the same problem.
I know,
Don't show the
yaar.
car. Don't this thing. Oh my God. Are
And-
they all screwed in the head?
and-
This generation.
Absolutely. And
Drop me away. I don't want to see the car.
And even if I drop her, I cannot roll down the window
And say bye.
and say bye.
No.
And if I go and give her a hug or
Rewrite the
anything,
book.
like I'm
These
telling you,
daughters have screwed us too much. Rewrite the book. One more chapter. Too much.
Fathers strike back.
What empathy I have for you.
I know, and for
exactly.
you too, yeah.
It's the same thing.
I know, like,
Yeah. And then they don't say bye only.
I know.
If you do say bye, there's no, they just keep going.
and they will go like 10 steps and
Yeah.
give back the
bad look.
Like,
Yeah. Oh God.
could you, like, never ever, like,
Yeah, preaching to the choir.
I'm
It's
telling you.
exactly the same thing.
But-
So I'm so happy that it's not just me. I
But it
thought I'm just
changed.
such a bad dad,
no, it changes, yeah. So with my daughter, there was this rule that there was curfew. Those days, I'm a single dad. I was divorced. I was single dad. Curfew means 10 o'clock. Curfew means 10.
Right.
9:55 or 9:40, wherever you are, you have to pull over and call me. And at 10 o'clock sharp, I would be outside the house.
How old was she, if you don't mind?
15, 16, 17,
That's
18.
the age where you're really worried. Okay.
You're worried.
Yeah.
And 10 o'clock, I'm outside. She knew that. She would come in, park the car in front of the garage at 16 and would scold me. Okay. After that, we negotiated to 10:30, 11, 11:30.
And today she tells you what time you come home.
I know. No, even worse than that. She tracks where I am on my GPS.
Yeah.
Now she told me recently that I know I used to be angry, but it meant a lot to me that my dad cares about me and is always outside the house waiting for me if I'm late. Like, so don't give up. Do keep
No, I
doing
don't-
what it is.
There are moments. I try to remember them.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You'll get credit for it. It'll come little delayed.
Otherwise, I told my kids there are always other children. Okay, that sounds wrong. That sounds like a pedophile. I don't mean that. Let me rephrase the whole thing. Yeah. One of those fathers who looks at other kids and says, "Why can't you be like Bunty?" But there are those fathers as well. Look at Shifali. She's so good at studies. She's such a great child. There's that comparative thing which a lot of parents do as well.
Totally.
Have you done it?
No. I'm on the other side. I'm just happy she does not say, "Why can't you be like that dad?"
Oh, yeah, God.
So I'm just like calm, cool that she's not comparing me. So that's good.
Yeah. All right. So what happened next in life? I think we jumped to the books before that.
Yeah. So before that, 1996, somewhere there, everything was going good. I was in a meeting. I started throwing up blood. And before I realized what was going on, my life changed when I was taken to a hospital. I sat in a wheelchair for the first time.
How old were you at this point?
34.
So very young for this kind of thing, huh?
And I had no clue. Like sitting on a wheelchair, I realized what lack of control was. Like before that, I felt like God. Corporate world, we all feel like that.
Right. You mean lack of control over the body and things like
Of
that?
anything. Like to the point where
this
sitting in a wheelchair.
marketing guru to go to...
Yeah. Like on a wheelchair, if I had to go to the bathroom, I had to raise my hand. And somebody had to take me to the bathroom and decide how much the door will be open. Because I'm a liability if I fall. And
You couldn't stand at all.
they would not let me stand. Because in a hospital, they want to make sure you don't fall.
You might sue them.
Sue them, yeah, absolutely.
So I would deliberately fall, not to break the story here. Sorry, go on.
I could have.
You should have.
That's the time I could
Just
have
saying,
made money.
Putting it out there. As a
Missed my
proud
opportunity.
Indian.
Missed my opportunity.
Yeah.
So then I was diagnosed with cancer. And 3 doctors, 5 nurses, like a whole team of battalion comes over and tells me, I didn't get it yet. So I was ready to leave. I thought, corporate world, if there's a crisis, I just leave. Then I can come back, regroup. And it's like a timeout. And that's the time my doctors told me that most probably you would not see Christmas this year. And I did the math. So the date was exactly September 18th. I did the math. If you include Christmas Day, it's 97 days. If you don't, it's 96. Like the extra day matters when you have less
The
than.
Indian mind, even in under pain and pressure.
It didn't matter.
ginke.
So I even hand wrote a contract. I said, here's a contract. If I start treatment today, you sign that I'll see Christmas. Of course, they can't. So in that case, I left. I left with a line I'm so proud. I told them, good luck collecting from a dead man. And I left. Okay. Like in a moment like that, having some attitude was very important. Okay. Of course,
Showing some fight, you mean?
some fight, some attitude, but aake to ghada ke fat gaya. I don't know how to translate that in English.
Yeah.
But that became the whole challenge was for 2 days. I was home. But again, my rescue is my daughter. She comes in, and this time, just to go back, she's 3 years old. Okay. She comes in, the whole house is messy. Blinds are down, everything. She's like, Dad, okay, let's go outside. And my life, every time my daughter asks me 3 questions, pata nahi kyun 3 questions. So this time she asked me randomly, Dad, what is dying? I'm like, oh, like I explained soul, this, that. I explained like things like where I can listen to you, but you can't hear me out, like funda. And she said, okay. Next question, are you dying? I said, no. She said, okay. Then she said, if you die, who will dance at my wedding? And that's the time I learned was that this is serious here. I cannot just sit here because this poor kid growing up in America, seeing the cool father-daughter sacred dance at the wedding, kuch to karna chahiye. And that changed the whole thing for me, that somehow, somewhere, I have to be there to do the light bulb change, push the wall. Like, I can dance, but something. So.
Okay, wait. Arjun, hang on to that. We want to get to the second part of what happened there, but we have to take a break. And then we'll come back and talk some more about how you fought through cancer.
It's time. Create the life you've always dreamed of. Join me, Ashton Doctor, on a journey of self-discovery, productivity, and wellness. In just a few minutes, we'll bring you practical insights and actionable tips to help you build positive habits that stick. Tune in to The Compounding Mindset, brought to you by Access Mutual Funds. Subscribe to the podcast now and start your transformation today. Don't wait. Do it now. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
All right, back here, we're in the middle of a very poignant moment in his life where he's got the news. And 96, 97 days, literally, is what they've sort of guaranteed him in a bad way. Well, not in a bad way, I guess they're doing their job. And then your daughter tells you, no, I need you to dance at my wedding. And then you decide, okay, I'm going to fight this.
I want to.
Yeah.
And what I realized was, the moment I put the question in my mind, somewhere there has to be a doctor in a hospital who has a better plan. I just need to find. And friends started pouring in. Like, this is 96, no internet. Like my house, if this was my house, this whole area became a medical records distribution center. Like, my friends got all the medical records, everything else. Okay, and they're calling, we're sending to Sloan.
It's like a team effort. Everybody's trying to.
And I would just sit there. My job was like to be the chai guy to everybody.
You're like the president nominee. When they have those rooms filled with people doing their stuff to push the ratings.
Yeah, but I was not the president. I was like the chai wala, like everything. Arjun, get out of the way, we are sending that. And they would put on a board by saying, we send it to this people, they have not responded. And in that process, a hospital in New York gave us an amazing option. So we took that option, and then I was on a...
Could you elaborate a little bit, or you don't want...
Yeah, we can go. So they just literally helped me understand that anywhere else, they were going for one treatment. Here they talked about how they will take samples and they will take it through 5 or 6 or 10 different treatment plans to show me which one is better. So it would take maybe 2 to 4 weeks to start. But before that, in that process, this would be...
By elimination?
Elimination, okay. Yeah. To see which one it works.
It's like experimental...
Something experimental.
Okay.
And I went... Only problem was I had to pay ahead. My insurance wouldn't cover. So I had to pay $145,000.
My God.
And those days, it's a lot of money. Okay.
Still is?
And that
Sir,
day...
we are not as well off as you.
I wasn't either. So I just borrowed everywhere. But this was something magical happened. Huh? I could gather only 130 or short of 15. I'd given up. And I refused to borrow money from my closest friends.
You couldn't take a loan?
No, ho gaya. I've taken everything.
With everything, it was 130?
Yeah. Okay. So when you said 145, it's a lot of money. Like, Auqat mein was 130 I could get.
Yeah.
And I'd nearly given up. When one day, randomly, the CEO of the company, who had no clue, called me to his office. and said, hey, my wife and myself, we were thinking of you. And they said a prayer. I'm like, okay. And at the end of the prayer, he puts an envelope in front of me. It had a check for exactly $15,000. And I was in tears. I told him this is where I was. He said, nature, world, destiny works in bizarre ways. And I finally told him I can't take the money because I don't know whether I will be in a position to return the money. He said, don't worry about it. He said, you take the money, take care. And he gave me this amazing learning. Life is not transactional. If Cyrus does something nice for you, you don't have to pay him back. Pass it forward to somebody else. And that concept of passing forward, life is not transactional, because he was not expecting anything, that really hit me. And when I went to New York, all this goodness of people around me, everything, that's what changed. And sorry, we got a little serious here, because what I learned
such
was...
a different image from the rough New Yorker that we grew up reading about in the media's sort of portrayal of New Yorkers.
Yeah, totally. So that was my journey to New York for treatment.
Okay. And just take it a little further for a minute or so, where because the recovery, a lot of people are, and again, this is not like everyone's story. There are also people who, don't have these good endings. But if you could just I know the books will explain everything, but how did you sort of triumph?
One person, a nurse called Nancy. Okay. I hit the jackpot. Okay. Nancy comes in day one and looks at me and says, Arjun, come here, give me a hug. Nancy was the person when she asks you for a hug. I'm not a hugger. I jumped into
You're
the
Bengali.
hug. Nahi,
What are you saying?
Bongs do this. Bongs pull their chairs.
Yeah.
But Nancy, she was ahead of her times. Okay? This is what she taught me. Before that, let's say, if you are my doctor, I would come to you. You would look at my report and have that look on your face like dead man walking. Okay.
Yeah.
Nancy asked me one day, Arjun, once we give your life back, what would you do? I didn't understand. She said, Arjun, if you don't have anything to look forward to, life doesn't work. So I told her I'll write a book. I will work for a philanthropy and do some good things in life and run a race. She said, how long? I said, 5K. She starts laughing. Your life is about 5 kilometers. I'm like, theek hai yaar. So I changed it to half a marathon. So next time, Nancy walks in with me, introduces me to you by saying, this is Arjun Sen, cancer winner, future author,
Marathoner.
Philanthropist and a marathoner.
Yeah.
To the point where Dr. Cyrus drops his paper, looks at me by saying, what kind of a book?
What kind of a book?
And I would say, marketing guy, at the right time, the book will come to me. I could do the bakwas, all these things I could do. I also like that, Arjun. And that was the big thing. What I learned was, in life, you have to see forward. The right doctors are doing their job, but I also had something to do. And that being happy and all that was huge.
But this Nancy's philosophy is close to Viktor Frankl's The Man's Search for Meaning, How to Survive Auschwitz.
Could be. I'm not as smart as you.
No, I'm just thinking it's exactly the same thing, because his observation in Auschwitz concentration camp, survivors are mostly those with very strong meaning to go back to. Even strong as in it could be just playing the piano, but the guy's passion is so much. He just wants to live that dream again.
You have to want that really bad.
Yeah. So exactly that. So maybe that I don't know. Again, we're not saying we have cures for anything, but sometimes the mental. I mean, you tell us. You're the one who survived everything.
It's the mental is so important. To the point where.
So you self-tell yourself that you're going to crack this.
Self-tell, but also
in a real way, not in a.
I'll give you a very real thing. Huh?
Yeah.
If right now we walk into a doctor's office, okay, I know news could be bad, but I know I will walk out of the doctor's office with a cancer-free mind. And knowing that I can rely on that mind is huge. That is the biggest thing that went on. But I was also in denial. I did not want to talk about it, because anytime I talk to people, I saw their care came back to me as empathy, sympathy, and I could see death. No. So it was total.
But to be true, honest, Arjun, you've been on both sides because having survived. Yeah. What do you do when someone gives you news like that and you're a neutral party?
I know.
It's difficult to do anything beyond empathy. Or,
I know. So better not to talk about it yet. Because if
you're
not
the topic, I'm going to change the topic. I'm dying. Listen, Virat Kohli is retired. What do you do?
No, I don't even open the topic. So that's the part where I controlled the news. Other than a few core members of the family, nobody knew. The bizarrest thing after the book and the movie, everything else came out. was friends of mine are reaching back by
Didn't
saying
know.
they didn't know. Like, I never talked about it. And that,
How would they not know? You had to raise money, you went to this experimental treatment. Word must have got around.
no, it was very few people. Like, there were 2, 3, 4 people they knew. And Arjun went on a vacation.
Huh.
Arjun wears a cap. Nobody knows that I
You do know na, that the first sign of insanity is third person talking.
Yeah.
So when Arjun is doing that, Cyrus is saying, I also should join in.
Absolutely, absolutely. Insanity, or if you're a Seinfeld fan,
Is it? Yeah.
George Costanza used to
Yeah,
talk about.
yeah. I'm a big Seinfeld man.
George
Yeah.
Costanza quoted
He's my
himself.
favorite human being
Oh,
ever.
I love this guy.
To hold a job which didn't exist. I
know.
mean, what a genius.
I know. And he used to sleep under the car.
Wait. In India, the politics is similar. Hold a job that doesn't
Job that-
exist.
Totally.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so that's the cancer journey. So that was there.
And that's all documented. What is this book?
So this is a second book for you.
Yeah.
And there's a quiz coming for both books.
Yeah.
So this,
Unquit. Forever keep yourself in the game. We'll come to the movie as well. Because we've actually spoken to Shurit. So we'll come to that in a second. But so this is everything.
this is everything. And Raising a Father was like the kosher book. We don't talk about divorce, cancer, anything.
Yeah.
And I think last year, there's an amazing person works with me, a friend's daughter called Kirtana, and Clint in my team. my
Kirtana's right there.
right there.
Put one camera on Kirtana.
Yeah.
Right now I can.
Right there. Okay.
They don't listen.
So I decided to now talk about everything. And as we start going in, the biggest thing I learned was it's not Arjun. In a me world, we fail, we give up. But in a we world, people around us don't. Like, it's my daughter, the Nancys of the world, Kirtana.
Also,
Clint.
the group that helped you
Yes.
with the process of finding different options.
I know. Like, I'll give you a goofy example of people, okay? To keep my promise to myself, I chose to run a half marathon. My daughter was 15. 2 or 3 days before, we both discussed that being a bong, you don't eat half a rasgulla, you don't eat half a pizza, so chalo, we'll do full.
Well, that's a good metaphor.
Okay,
Because
so-
you're eating so much, you got to take out the calories.
Take out the
as well.
calories
So,
too.
Yeah. But you didn't train for full.
No, I had only done 10.7 or something.
But that's a huge jump. No?
I know. She even threw in by saying, Dad, Baba, if you can come to 22.5 miles, I will get you from 22.5 to 26.
So it's 2.5 times what he's trained for.
Yeah, or more than that.
Yeah.
You're right, 2.5. So when I start the race,
So how many days before you decided to change it?
2 or 3 days.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I guess after beating cancer, what is this?
No, but I also had this thing that I had a big surgery coming up. So this was a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Go for broke.
Yeah. So then night before I did the math. If anybody runs, you do 2,000 steps a mile.
Is it?
Ballpark. For me, I jog, walk, crawl, I do 2,500.
Okay.
So I did the math, 2,500 times 26.2 comes beautiful, exact 65,500. And I said, no, impossible. But then I told myself, at any point I can take one step. And the one step concept is very simple. Like, if your family comes over and my wife makes this most amazing payasam, unless you're allergic to something, you can have one spoonful here. Like, my wife made it egg spoon though. So that's the concept of the one step. So I said one step. And my reason for one step is my daughter is waiting. Okay. As this is going on at mile 18, I'm done. Like
18th mile.
18th mile.
So there's 8 more to go.
Yeah. And that's the time this cop pulls me over. Black female cop with a amazing voice. She said, race is over. You have to go on the side.
There's irony there. Black female cop saying race is over.
Wow, only
That's the
Cyrus.
best moment in the show, yeah?
Why, Cyrus, that's the reason I came here. Like, this wisdom I would have never got in my entire life.
Yeah. I've known Nancy, but yeah.
So, and, I told her right away that, no, for 4,770 days, wherever I was, hospital, home, everywhere, I saw this race to be ending in 2 ways. Either I finish or I'm in an ambulance. I'm not giving up. She said, are you that stubborn? I said, yep. She said, okay, I'll bring the car in front. And you can be behind. I'll go very slow. And if you don't feel good, bang. Then she started calling people who have finished the race
Cheer you.
to cheer me. And very soon, there were 15, 20 people around me. And one of the things I had learned is people who are running slow at the end, you should put your name. I put Arjun front and back. So that way people can say,
call out. Yeah.
Call out.
Yeah.
So now imagine,
Yeah.
this is beyond a bucket list item. Cop escorting me. I have a human bubble around me who are cheering. Just
All strangers.
all strangers.
Yeah.
And the entire race, I ran at the speed of 14 to 15 minute miles. The next 4 miles, I did 9-minute miles, 10-minute miles.
Wow.
Like that's the power of the mind. Like
Adrenaline.
And that's what I feel like this is what the power strangers have on us. We have the same thing. Like once we go outside, a kind word, a few seconds. Like I finished the marathon only because of all these people. And of course, my daughter took me from mile 22.5 across. That was huge.
I have a lovely story very similar to this. In the morning while driving pretty quickly, an old man was crossing the road. And I immediately shouted because he was coming the way of the car, bench! And then I stopped. And I felt that, in a way that was a good moment.
You stopped?
I stopped my abuse and I let him pass.
Yeah. See, two things.
Then I abused under my breath, but he didn't hear it. So it's okay. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
it doesn't count. No.
I have abused twice also. I said, boss, abhi jayega nahi bahar. Let it be. Take it out.
You have to keep it inside.
Sorry, I was just feeling left out. Your stories are fantastic. Beating cancer, running a marathon, coming back from God knows where. So I have no story to tell in comparison. I feel let down here.
No, you started
feel
with
like
the Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah. That's so mean, really.
No.
Oh, God. But before we wind up or go into your questions, I want to ask you a little bit about the movie, which starred Shruti Sarkar, one of our top filmmakers. He's been on the podcast. Please check out his episode as well. So they made it into a film. And I think Abhishek is playing the thing.
Yeah, and he got Best Actor.
And he got Best Actor just recently.
Just recently in Melbourne. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So well done. So tell us about the film. What was your role in it? Did you come and oversee?
So
Did you choose Abhishek? As
No.
I had,
No. I had nothing to do about that. Shujit and myself, we were on a podcast.
Yeah.
And he was on my podcast. We became friends. COVID comes, we talk. And it was close to after 150, 200 hours of conversation. He just reached out to me by saying, I want to do a movie. And I thought he was joking. So I said, why? Like, he said that there are some people, you mentioned Virat Kohli, like, their life has to be a movie. Like, I want to know what Virat Kohli was feeling when we gave up on him and he came back every time.
Right.
But he said, I wanted to make a movie on a simple average person who does not have superpowers. Of course, all these are making me feel better and better as you go through. But with people around, moves on. And that became the whole thought. And, there was a lot of conversations. And Kirtana, my team, she was there during filming. And she was in charge of all accounts. Like, we have zero knowledge of accounting. And Kirtana and myself, we took care of Khazana, she was. Yeah. So it was a fun journey to watch the whole film.
But do you interfere? I've asked you silly questions, but I can't resist. Did you interfere with, if you're on the set, etc., or if you're looking at the screen, the screenplay, and you say like, Shudit, I feel Abhishek should really, do it this way.
No. We had some rules earlier.
What?
And the two rules for us was that one is about my daughter. Everything you put there, I have to get that approved by my daughter. Because I kept thinking, 20 years from now, on a Christmas morning, she and her kids will sit and watch this movie.
Correct.
I don't want that day those kids to tell Mom, how could you do that? So that was one. And also, I wanted to make sure my ex, she being my daughter's mom, is sacred. So those were two boundaries that we put there. And
I was going to ask questions about that whole thing.
I know.
I was hoping that, we could go another direction with it. And
that's the paid thing on Friday. That we do.
I mean, what is it to badmouth here and there? I mean, this is the worst thing.
Totally.
Honestly, I believe in gossip. I think people should do it more and get out of their system.
Totally. It gets out. I know.
Don't you think? Better out than in kind of situation. It's like diarrhea, end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the film. It's done really well. Abhishek has just won an award in Australia. And you're happy with the result of the film when you saw it for the first time?
Absolutely.
Your daughter was happy?
Daughter was happy.
She's an adult by now watching the film?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all good? Okay. Is there any scenes you want to talk about?
Yeah. So to me, my favorite scene in the movie is at mile 22.4. I'm done. I meet my daughter. I sit down, and that's where you see Abhishek sitting down. And in real life, my daughter explains to me, which is not in the movie, that, Dad, let me give you a fact. In your entire life, you will never, ever be less than 4 miles from the end of a marathon. That somewhere hit me. And then, when Abhishek says, can you help me? And, Ahilya, who plays Rhea, says, chalo baba chalo. That to me, it makes me teary every time. Like, to me, asking for help from those we love is strength, it's not weakness. And seeing how the balance has changed was one of my.
What did you feel when you actually, going back to the real story, when you actually hit that whatever mark, or when you cross the 26-mile barrier and the crowd is cheering and this lady cop?
No, there's no crowd. I'm the last person.
That's fine, but somebody was cheering for you, right?
There was like, they were just, the race was over, they still waited because my daughter was there.
Yeah.
I finished in 6 hours, 12 minutes.
Okay.
So I was telling my daughter I was last. She said, no. The winner only ran for 2 hours and a few minutes. Dad, you ran nearly 3 times the winner. I'm like, wow.
No, it's the capacity in the person. That's the challenge.
Yeah,
Like weight training, you can't say that you're stronger or weaker. It's just
I know.
how much effort.
But next second, just like any daughter, just when I was feeling good, she took everything away from me.
Oh, nice. I want that.
She said, Dad, as we were coming, everybody got excited. There's one more runner there. And for you, they were holding this
A
tape.
couple of them abusing. They could have been in the bar 15 minutes ago.
Then they
but-
said, that man is moving his hands but he's not coming any closer.
Is that in the movie?
No, they didn't put.
Absolutely. It's so much fun.
I know.
Come on, it's a triumph of human spirit. It's not about the athleticism.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was expecting in the movie at the Chariots of Fire kind of
Yeah.
music or anything. But
Oh,
Sujit
God.
takes it to a different place. So, and it's his creative way of doing it. And it was amazing to see how
So what a
Sujit.
story it is. It's
Thank you.
amazing. I'm sure you're being very modest, and I know all kinds of emotions must have been in your head.
Yeah, it was.
When you cross that barrier, whether there's a pigeon watching or whatever, it makes no difference. It's about you, for you.
It was me and also for Nancy, for
Yeah.
every person.
For
who
all
was
the,
there. Yeah.
or for Team Arjun that
Absolutely.
stood by you.
Yeah.
Fabulous, inspiring story. Please read Unquit Forever. It's out there. It made into the film I Want to Talk. But watch the movie, but please read the book, because the
Thank
book
you.
is the unedited version with everything. And of course, raising a father, especially those of you who have daughters, I think we need this book. It's a real awakening. As you said, literally, I mean, after some time you realize it's almost they are the parent, and that doesn't change that dynamic. But before we wind up, you've got some questions?
I've got one last question.
Yeah.
So, this is a fun question for you. I've seen that you have been in India's top dancing show, but Fear Factor. The
yeah.
Fear Factor that hit me hard was you went there not knowing what the challenges are coming.
Yeah.
And everything you would face is outside your comfort zone.
Absolutely.
How do you do that? Like, how did you go through even 1 fear, 2 fears? How do you go through that?
I think at that point, my MTV career was coming to an end, so I needed money. It's always money. I have very noble reasons for any pursuit in life. It's always cash.
Cash.
That was one. And two, it sounded like a good plan at that time, because I saw a couple of these, it was called Khatro Ke Khiladi in Hindi, Fear Factor. And it seemed like fun also, I mean, there were things which I thought I could easily do, like hanging from a helicopter and falling in. All the water stuff I was very excited about. And animal stuff, I said, I'll be okay, I'll be able to manage that. And I did. But there are also things which are very difficult to do where you need motor skills, like opening things, and obviously I'm very bad at. I can't open my own front door. Are you one of those guys who, even after years, turns the key the wrong way?
Yeah,
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And my wrist breaks because I do everything fast, as you can see. So, gone.
And if you have to do underwater, some of those-
Underwater.
I know.
And I was the best swimmer in the lot. Well, Milind Soman and me. So, and we were the two who failed the underwater challenge.
Wow.
I went 5 times in, and, I nearly died. But yeah, I just couldn't open the damn thing. So that, and if you're on an unrelated subject, I had to dress in as a female to raise money, noble cause. And I couldn't put on the bra or take it off. Same problem, my hands are just too rough and I just don't have the skills. And it's a little, I don't know, that they put too much science into putting those two things that go in, and, and then how, it's a very small area to remove it. And, I mean, this girl is saying, you turn it to your chest and then you whatever. And it was horrible. So I've got my own pain. It's not quite like yours, but I have my own pain.
But it was great learning. Thanks for sharing.
Remember the Seinfeld episode where the man bra comes
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Well, that's a fabulous
That's amazing.
concept.
Yeah.
India needs that.
Yeah.
I think it's about time. All right, Arjun, before we let you go, what's on now? What are you up to?
So I just felt that where we started the conversation, the path forward. So now I'm on an unquit journey. This is called the Unquit Tour. And the goal is very simple.
This is where you do motivational...
Motivational speaking, but one person at a time. Because my goal is...
One person at a time?
Like, I want to target one person. Even if there are 50 people in the audience or 100. Like, even if one person gets three things. The new word, unquit, which doesn't need any definition. Second, it gets into your descriptor. That you feel you're an unquitter. And my reward, it's all about rewards. My reward is when you reach out to me by saying, Arjun, here's my story of unquit. Like that gives us goosebumps, like hearing others. And that's one of the things, and I'll give you a very simple story. When the movie came out, a woman in Kolkata, 76-year-old, reached out to me that after seeing the movie, she felt she was 10 years younger. I'm going to meet her on this trip. She now has a running club, has 13 or 15 women in her building.
Seniors?
Yes. And now they're doing 2 to 2.5 miles and they want to do a 5K race. Like, wow. Like to me, that's what this Unquit Tour is about, is for me to get these stories back. And that's what I think the true wealth is like.
Arjun Sen's pictures are there in the club, in the wherever they meet, the meeting places.
I don't know. That would be so cool.
Arjun wants you. Arjun wants you to run. Arjun says unquit.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
And hopefully they'll cook something nice for me too.
Oh, good. Last question then. I must ask you. You're Bengali. I mean, you can't take out the Bengali from the Bengali, even if you're in America or whatever. So what is the best food for you in the world? And you're an international citizen, so you've been exposed to more cuisines than anybody watching, I'm sure. But still.
Yeah, for a bong, it is always fish. Ilish mach.
Okay.
Hilsa fish is the thing.
This is the river one, no?
Yeah. Hilsa fish is the, like for a bong, any bong, Hilsa fish. And it's a secret code that we have.
But you get it there?
Yeah. Frozen from Bangladesh, not from Bengal.
Bangladesh is exporting more than us.
I know.
What the hell's going on with our country?
I'm telling you.
Next you'll say their GDP is high. Their GDP is higher?
I know.
Their GDP is higher?
Huh?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it could be.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Sorry, wake up. You're in America. India's going the wrong direction. Come and do something.
Yeah.
Stand for elections. You have such inspiring stories to tell.
No. Elections nahi.
Nahi hoga.
Something
you
else.
can beat cancer. You can't beat politics.
Stay within the...
Fair enough. Don't go crazy.
Don't go crazy. Yeah. Stay within my pay grade.
Yeah. All right, Arjun, that's been great. I'm sorry I didn't ask any questions from here, but I have them as backup.
Absolutely.
Next time you come.
Yeah, I will. I'll give my question to you.
And United Airlines watches this for sure. Because I don't want to blame Lufthansa so much. Honestly, the baton was not with them.
Blame me.
You and United Airlines have to share the blame here.
Totally.
Yeah. And in case you don't get what's the compensation?
So I'm supposed to get 100% for disposable, like toothbrush, toothpaste. And clothes or everything is 50%.
Why?
Because I can use it after. But they explained to me that if you donate it, you still get another 30%. So 50 plus 30, I only lose 20. I'm okay. I got a new jacket yesterday. Half of it will be paid by Lufthansa.
I'm sorry you've come to IVM and we don't do this money thing. Otherwise, we would have got a collection. But as far as I know, nobody...
Used t-shirts, the sizes you have already talked about. Just
all we can give you is the logo.
Yeah.
Since you're a marketing guy at heart.
But I will change it for you.
Change it and send it back. That's all. It's like, just say Nancy Says.
Nancy Says.
Far more interesting person.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, there you go. Arjun Sen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cyrus says every time, Cyrus says, जब ये कहे तुम सुनो, please. तमीज़ से बात करना है ना, important people यार.